How much weight have you lost total since you started up to today?
7 pounds. It's been harder. It's been like temptation. If there's like is easier to grab it, and I'll have one, and then it just one leads to another. I don't know if it's the stress, but that's what I've noticed.
Can I tell you something honestly, or do you want me to
No,
sugarcoat?
the truth. The
Okay,
truth.
no sugarcoating, right? Use that as evidence that that was
hmm
also you. Okay, use that as evidence. That means you can still do it again, and you can
hmm
even excel that previous self of yourself. I should be already there. You're not already there. You're gonna have to train it like a muscle. It is exactly like a muscle.
hmm
You have to be intentional about it. But if you're reacting to stress, what are you doing to your identity? Oh crap! Every time I get stressed, you're rewiring your identity to react to that. But
Yeah,
awareness comes first. That's a long-term identity rewiring. That's even harder than doing push-ups, in my opinion.
I accept the mission.
After 2 weeks, you graduate, you go to the next level. Now, you can say, yay, I accept the mission, or you can say, nay, I want to remain the old version of myself and not become a future version of myself.
No, I accept the mission.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. I know you've had a tough week with family stuff and everything that just popped out. Life happens. How is your protein intake?
It wasn't as good as when I'm at home. Yeah.
You're home now?
Yes.
What will you do to get yourself back on routine?
I've been eating my usual breakfast with eggs, and I'm having for lunch. I have my protein and salad. For dinner I have protein and my cleaner dinner. So I'm able to stick with it at home. It's just when I'm gone, I'm not so much in control of what we're eating, and sometimes we would go till pretty late without eating, so it wasn't always the best. Sometimes it was fast food, so it wasn't at home. I don't eat fast food.
Right, right. If you can control 80% of your lifestyle, the other 20% doesn't matter. That's an expression, 80%.
hmm
Okay. Next, how much weight have you lost total since you started up to today?
7 pounds.
7 pounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Over the next 6 months, what's your goal?
Over 6 months, 20.
20 pounds.
Now that I'm back at home and I shouldn't be traveling anymore.
Well, I don't think you should say that.
hmm
Do you enjoy traveling?
Well, it's usually for work.
Oh, okay.
If it's for vacation and family, then yes.
Okay. So if travel is for vacation and family, I don't think you should say you're going to neglect that because I don't want you to have the psychology that traveling for fun means we can't have fun. I travel all the time and I can still
hmm
sustain my workout routine. You've seen my
hmm
I still
Yeah.
sustain either whether it's at home or at my level, I'm at the gym now
hmm
because I'm a retired combat athlete. But you will get to a point where you will advance. That's the goal. If you want to drop that 20 pounds, you got to advance. The question is, how good can you become at damaging control? That's the psychology I want you.
Yeah.
If I,
But
one more thing,
hmm
I want you to hold that thought. If somebody were to tell you that it's always going to be perfect and all workouts are going to be easy and all schedules are going to be perfect and that there are not going to be any interruptions in life, it just means that
right.
they're young. They haven't lived life long enough. That's all it means. Okay,
hmm
you were going to say something.
No, one thing that I noticed, and the last time that I was working out with you, it was I was able to stick with it. It was a lot more. I was a lot more disciplined. This time, it's been harder. It's been like temptation. If there's like junk food here at the house, it's been harder to say no to it, even though in my mind I'm saying no, but I don't know what it is about me that is easier to grab it. And I'll have one. And then, it just one leads to another. I don't know if it's the stress, but that's what I've noticed. This time it's been a little harder with that.
Can I tell you something honestly, or do you want me to sugarcoat?
No, the truth. The
Okay,
truth.
no sugarcoating, right? So building muscle takes
hmm
repetition, correct?
hmm
It's not one day we wake up out of our mom's wombs and we're like, jacked and ripped and tan.
hmm
You have to build that muscle one rep at a time. So here's what I want you to focus on. Yeah, provided the last time, it was a couple of years ago, I believe, when we were working together, you were more disciplined. I can see that. But use that as evidence that that was
hmm
also you. Okay, use that as evidence. That means you can still do it again, and you can
hmm
even excel that previous self of yourself. The psychology that I want you to have. Okay, I'm training my muscles. I'm doing 12 or 15 reps per exercise. So I'm building that conditioning. Okay.
hmm
Now, how many reps can you do where you can make a better choice with your nutrition versus a choice which is only going to set you back? I'm not going to say a bad choice. I'm just going to say there's nothing wrong with eating a dessert. I love chocolate. But are you making a choice that will set you back, or are you making a choice that will set you forward? That's what I want you to ask yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Next,
Hmm.
I want you to count Monday to Sunday how many reps of the good choices you've made and how many reps of the ungood or non-good choices you've made. You know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, not helpful.
Okay, so that's like a nervous system wiring, right? Because we're wiring a nervous system every time. Yesterday, I wanted to have, I mean, my body was craving sugar, and
Hmm.
traveled stress, had less protein, less fiber. My body craved sugar. I had a tough workout. Guess what? I had 4 dates. Still natural sugar versus artificial sugar. Has some
Hmm.
vitamins in it, and that was my dessert. So
Okay.
I made a better choice.
Right.
If I was a competitive bodybuilder, I wouldn't even have those dates because I have to be completely ripped. I'm not a competitive bodybuilder. I am muscular. I am toned. Those are my goals.
Hmm.
Healthy. So you have to make those choices. Now, the other thing,
Okay.
once you make that repetition, you make that choice, then you have to repeat the whole thing the following week. So deal with it week by week, not why am I not making these choices? I should be already there. You're not already there. You're going to have to train it like a muscle. It is exactly like a muscle.
Hmm.
Third, when we get stressed, accept the fact that our body, our psychology, our brain wants what we're comfortable with and what will make us feel better. Remember when we're young and mommy says, "Oh, you fell down, Adam? Here's a couple of cookies and milk." Okay,
Right.
there's a reason mom knows that. Okay, but
Hmm.
I mean that can't be our tool right now.
Right.
We're adults right now. Okay. Kids are allowed to have that, in my opinion. Yeah, every now and then I'll have a couple of cookies and milk just to feel comfort, but it's intentional. I'm not reacting, I'm intentional. You follow me with me? You're with me so far,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So intentionality, okay. Then you have to set a date. I have a date with my Sunday evening where I'm gonna have 2 cookies, large ones, warm milk, and I'm gonna watch my Netflix. For me, it's Cobra Kai or a movie I enjoy watching.
Hmm.
You have to be intentional about it. But if you're reacting to stress, what are you doing to your identity? Oh crap, every time I get stressed,
Yeah.
you reach for the cookie jar. You're rewiring your identity to react to that. Why not
Hmm.
rewire the identity? Say, I know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like I'm reacting to that. I am stressed. Okay, 5 egg whites, right away, avocado, some lettuce, some spinach, chop it up, a little bit of olive oil, lemon, your favorite chipotle sauce, put it on it, some spices and herbs, done eating. If I can pass this next phase of eating that meal, I'm good. A few glasses of water. After that, I guarantee that craving will go. Because it's a stress response, right? But
Yeah.
awareness comes first.
Hmm.
You follow me or not?
Yes.
That's a long-term identity rewiring. That's even harder than doing push-ups, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Some of us are better at working out than nutrition. Some of us
Hmm.
I've seen those women that only do treadmill and eat salads 365 days a year. They have other problems. So it's
Yeah.
what problem you're trying to solve.
Right.
Questions?
That was my big question that with the nutrition, but yeah, I'm gonna focus on not. It's like to me, it's easier if there's no junk food, so I could stay focused on the healthy nutrition. I can I can do I can start, especially if I start in the morning. I can eat right. I can have the egg whites, the eggs, the veggies. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's prevention.
Don't
That's
Right.
prevention. That's you're in the health business, right? Insurance. Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
called insurance. Don't get
Yeah.
hungry. Have an apple.
Yes.
Drink your
Yeah, and that's
water.
what
Don't get
I
hungry. Yeah,
yeah, and that's what I try to have. It's all available. It's on the counter, the fruit, so I'm on my break. It's easy access,
yeah.
no problem.
And don't keep junk food at home if you don't have the discipline to walk
Yeah.
away from it intentionally. The best part is don't be around temptation. I mean, that's
Hmm.
in every area of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Last question. What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful that I'm still able to. I came back, that my niece is better, that she feels better with her baby, that she's getting sleep, that I got to see her, that I helped her, with getting seen by a psychiatrist.
Hmm.
So she's on the right path now. That's what I'm grateful for.
Well done.